The following program is provided for general information only. Younger viewers should check with appropriate professionals or adults to address individual problems, permissions, and concerns.
You know, India produces the most milk.
Yet the Irish consume more milk products than any other country.
Some milk makers prefer to coast on the reputation of an area rather than spend the money to make quality milk.
Hear, hear. I agree most wholeheartedly.
Since when are you engaged?
I think goat's milk is to die for.
It is, only if you can get it farm fresh.
Probably from a Jersey cow.
Still, I hear there was none better than a Gordon 1979.
We know milk isn't that sophisticated, but believe it or not, there's a wide variety to choose from. We're here at Super Target to tell you about the different types of milk you'll find at your local grocer. Milk is commonly known for making strong bones and teeth, but did you know it's also good for helping develop your brain and your nervous system? So let's start with the most popular milk, whole milk. You can buy it fresh, powdered, or in a can. Fresh is best for drinking and delicate desserts. It has 3.25% fat and vitamins A and D. But what's probably better for you is skim milk. It's virtually fat-free and has all the nutrients of whole milk.
I wonder how they get the fat out of milk.
The 2% and 1% milks have most of the fat removed.
But if it's 2% fat, then why do they call it 2% milk?
Chocolate milk has cocoa and sugar added. And there's a low-fat chocolate milk that's even better for you. And it tastes good too. Buttermilk's a byproduct of butter making. It isn't fortified with vitamins, but it's more popular in cooking and baking.
Milk is as ancient as mankind itself, as it is the substance created to feed the budding infant. All species of mammals, from whales to humans, produce milk for this purpose.
Well, then how come you don't see whale's milk at the stores?
Many centuries ago, perhaps as early as 6000 BC, ancient man learned to domesticate cows for the provision of milk.
Give me your milk. No, you can't have my milk. But I'm domesticating you. What else am I gonna eat cereal with?
The availability and distribution today in the modern world is a blend of the centuries-old knowledge on traditional milk products with the application of modern science and technology.
Evaporated milk is sold in a can. It comes in either whole or low fat. It has 60% of the water removed from whole, 2%, 1%, or skim milks.
But if it's evaporated, why is there still stuff in there when you open up the can?
To make it into its regular form again, combine it with equal parts water. Sometimes you can substitute with half and half, which whips better than evaporated milk or cream, even though it's higher in fat. But it works well in pumpkin pies. Yummy. Evaporated milk is also called condensed milk. But most recipes that call for condensed milk are talking about sweetened condensed milk. Sweetened condensed milk has a lot of sugar and it isn't a good substitute for evaporated milk. Powdered milk is also called dry milk. To make it into liquid form again, combine it 1 part milk powder with 3 parts water. It has 0 cholesterol, is fat-free, comes in a large box, costs about half the price of fresh skim milk, and it works in every recipe. There are many other varieties of milk, but we won't go over them today.
So much milk, so little time.
Oh, hi. While you're here, let's talk about milk. Now, the dates found on most dairy containers is actually the last day at which the store can legally sell the product, after which they have to pull the item from the shelves. Now, milk, if handled properly, can usually last about 4 days after the pull date. Yogurt's from 7 to 10. Now, oh, hello, hand. Now, sometimes, if we leave milk open too long in the fridge, we get that kind of sour, bitter smell. And, well, that's actually a good thing, though. Well, it is. I mean, it lets us know when we need to throw it away. Oh.
Today we're going to show you how to properly use the blender. A blender is handy for making several things like milkshakes, smoothies, pureed soups, and much more. One of the main things you want to do is to not fill the pitcher too tightly. Just fill it up about halfway. And most importantly, before you turn it on, place your hand on top of the blender. If you don't, the speed of the blade can spin powerfully enough to shoot the lid off, making a really big mess. This also helps to keep the pitcher seated properly in the base. And one other thing you can do is you can remove the secondary lid to pour in additional liquids, be they hot or cold. This also lets steam escape from foods like hot pureed soup. Before you turn it back on, what you want to do is take a pot holder or towel and place it over the top. This keeps the liquid from escaping. Now this is very important. Never stick your fingers into the pitcher. If you think you have something stuck, unplug it first, and then use a rubber or plastic spatula or spoon and go around the insides of the pitcher to free up the blades. Once whatever it was is totally unstuck, plug your blender back in and you can continue blending. That's all there is to it. Happy blending! Hi, I'm Allison Greiner, and today I'm here at La Maison Gourmet Cooking School. And I'm here today with Chef John Lewis, and we are cooking the gourmet dish of the day. And tell us what today's is.
Today is going to be an herbed Alfredo cream sauce. Many of us have probably been out to different Italian restaurants and they have an Alfredo sauce, which is a creamy cheese sauce kind of thing. Our little twist is going to be adding a number of flavorful herbs to it to kind of give it a little edge that you might not be used to. Okay? Oh. So what we did first of all is we took some heavy cream and some butter, and we've had this cooking for a while. We wanted to reduce it by 1/3. Now that's going to thicken it because we've reduced it and eliminated some of the moisture from it. You can see the steam coming off of the pot. Next we're going to add in
the garlic.
Right, that's just minced garlic.
Minced garlic that we had our sous chefs do earlier.
Our fabulous sous chefs.
Fabulous.
We wouldn't be here today if it weren't for them.
And we're adding herbs. We have basil, thyme, and parsley.
That's correct. Okay. Just stir that around a little bit, Allison, and then we'll let that cook for a minute or two. And we'll talk about what we're doing next. We've already boiled up the pasta, so it's ready to go. After that is cooked for a minute or two, we're going to add some eggs in. But what would happen if we added these eggs directly into the hot pot?
They'd be scrambled eggs.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, do we? So how are we going to avoid that?
We're gonna temper it. We're gonna add a little bit of this sauce into the eggs mixture. Yolks. It's just yolks.
Just the yolks.
It's the yolks, and we're just gonna add a little bit of that and temper it and stir it around so it raises the temperature of the eggs. So then we can put the eggs into the sauce without it ever being scrambled eggs.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
You want to temper this?
Yes, I will temper it.
I'll be right back with you.
Okay. And we're just gonna put some in there.
Stir it around.
And
That's
stir
right.
it.
Raise the temperature a little bit. And then while you pour that in, I'll stir
This.
the hot cream, right? Just scrape it all in there. Now what this is actually going to do is it's going to enrich in the sauce. It's going to make it thicker, okay? Scrape it all out of there, get all that goodness out of there. Don't leave any of those egg yolks in there.
Oh. This makes it creamy and good.
Oh yeah. Pretty soon we get to taste it too.
Ooh.
That's the best part of this job.
Really, yeah.
Okay. And we want to stir some what? Parmesan? Some grated Parmesan?
Grated Parmesan cheese in there. And this
just
is a
dump it all
cup.
in?
Yeah, just dump it in there. I like more cheese the better.
You're a cheesy person.
I really am.
Okay, you want to stir that now until it melts. Now you never want to taste it for seasoning. And when I say seasoning, I'm talking about salt and pepper, right? You never want to taste it for seasoning until after you added the Parmesan because it's a salty cheese.
Oh.
So if you did it correct, if you adjusted it before that and then you put the cheese in, it would wind up being too salty.
Oh.
Okay, here we are with some single-use tasting spoons.
Tasting spoons?
Right.
Okay.
Why don't you give that a taste?
That's good.
Think it needs salt and pepper or what?
A little bit.
Put your spoon
Oh,
there.
okay. I was gonna hold on to it. Yeah, a little bit.
You can't use it again.
Okay, no twice use. And little
No
pepper.
double dipping.
No double dipping.
Okay, give that a nice stir.
Nice stir. It really looks good. I like the colors. It's got a lot of green and stuff in it,
It's got the herbs in there, yeah, which is giving it a nice flavor and also giving it some nice color to it. And then when we add the roasted red peppers after we put it in the bowl, it'll be perfect.
That'll be really
Okay, you want to taste it again?
Yeah. Maybe a couple times. Can I have all the spoons?
Well, why don't we get you this big spoon here, right?
Okay.
And then we can...
This is really good. Okay, perfect. I think
Is
it's
it
perfect.
perfect?
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Don't add anything else. It's perfect.
All right, let's leave it on that heat.
Okay.
And let me walk over here and get the pasta and bring it back. We'll put the pasta right there in the bowl and stir it together and serve our customers.
Very cool. So we're gonna serve our sous chefs in a second.
Only the sous chefs.
Only the sous chefs.
All right, so carefully stir it around so you coat everything.
Oh, okay.
Do more of a folding action like you were doing before.
okay.
There you go.
Ooh, it's really cheesy and good.
Cheesy is usually a good thing, huh?
Yes, very, very good. Okay. Now you gotta use a big pot when you're doing this, or else it goes everywhere. So.
That's right.
Okay.
And I think I got one of these perforated spoons out.
Ooh.
So let's,
Okay. So we're going to put this in the
serve it
bowl,
here.
and then we're gonna put,
What I'd like to see you do is take some of those diced up red peppers,
and we're gonna put
put it on top.
some on top
Just a few, right? Just to give it a little color.
with this. We're just gonna go like that.
That's just a few.
Just a few.
Then we'll put some parsley